Thing about African societies is that people are well, talking about Africans here. People believe that we just had huts and we weren't doing anything and we were not progressing, and that couldn't be false. I mean, look at the sculptures that we built. Look at the technologies that we had. Now, was it the same thing as what the Western world had? Obviously not. But was it complex? Was it nuanced? You couldn't have built all those Benin sculptures if you just had the people who weren't thinking or who were not sophisticated. All those things are extremely beautiful and they require skill, serious skill. Look at the structures that we built, the Benin Wall, for example. Look at all these things. Like, you don't have to say that the African society, ancient society, that we were going to develop nuclear weapons at some point. And that was never a guarantee for the Europeans to themselves. That's not the point. You don't have to say that we had skyscrapers. You don't have to do that. You don't have to pull a Wakanda, even though we love Wakanda. I love Wakanda. You don't have to do that. You just have to just learn more about the culture, you know, just like read more on your culture and understand that these things, like, they are way more complicated than you. Like the fact that Yorubas and Hausa people interacted, the fact that the Ife people taught the Benin people how to create sculptures. Like this, like the technology transfer, all this was happening. Skill transfer was happening in ancient African societies. So sure enough, it might have not had flying cars. We might have not had flying cars, but to deny us um that to deny our sophistry is, you know we were not Europeans or Arabians or Asians. We were ourselves, and we were complicated and nuanced, just as all African, all human societies are. We had our gods, we had everything. So yeah, I think that Africans especially, we need to look at it this way. How could the people have created sculptures like this? How could we have created these bronze artworks? How could we have, you know, created these monuments? How did we do it if we were just sleeping